Good morning, beautiful people. It is 11/7/2012 at 10:12 a.m. Boy, the winds of change are here. I'm doing a video inside today. It really cooled off last night. Kind of interesting how that correlated with the election we just had, and I just saw a friend's post on Facebook that we're right in the middle between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. I mean, we are dead in the center of it right now. And my perceptions of the energies today are like that shaken snow globe, and everything is all over the place. I can feel a lot of people really uneasy about the elections that just happened and Obama being back in there, and especially with Mitt Romney's Mitt Romney's Bain Capital having bought the Diebold voting machine business that was controlling it. What a trip! I thought that was going to go the other way, and really I didn't care. I mean, it's all the same 3D reality as far as I'm concerned. Really, that's 4D because they understand how to manipulate the masses. And we're playing in a different ball game, and that is what I'd like to talk about today. There are so many of us now that are realizing our thoughts manifest our reality, and there are literally tens upon tens of thousands of people that are now calling for global meditation on the 11/11. And yeah, and that wind sure did feel good, right as I said that too. It's really interesting to see how in just days, in hours, we can gather as many people to focus on a single thought by use of the internet and Facebook and YouTube and all these other means of social media that we have been allowed to keep. I wish to say that when they had ACTA and SOPA and all the rest of the internet shutdown capabilities, they still allowed us to keep the internet. And I saw that. I caught it when it happened. And that's the one thing that we really need to shift this planet. We need to get information out. We need to be able to receive information. And we need to be able to communicate with other peoples who are not connected to the grid in a conscious way where they trust the answers that they receive. The internet is a fantastic tool for getting messages out to so many people that are newly awakening and not trusting the message that they're hearing, and they need written confirmation or see it in a video or whatever. And that's really cool how we still, after all of what was going on in late 2010, 2011, and here throughout 2012, with the censoring and the controls the Illuminati has tried to place on the people, that we have the internet still, and it's still public, and we're still free as far as that goes. And that's really, my viewpoint of that is the dark side coming to the light, and that's exactly what's going on. We're all merging towards that center one, and right now consciousness on this planet is expanding in every which direction. It's like, there's 7 billion individual suns that are lighting up on this planet. And as people go through their various awarenesses, as they increase their personal physical frequency and start breaking various dimensional barriers to their consciousness, and that's all this is. It's just levels of vibration where individuals can attune to whatever consciousness is on that level of vibration. It's just like layers to an onion, nacre on a pearl. It's the same thing. Uh, and as I'm witnessing it, there are many of those who remembered that during this time we can go all the way in our consciousness back to source. That has had a different comprehension with me as I've gone through my own personal initiations and expanded levels of awareness and consciousness. And now I feel my awareness is spherical. My thinking, my perceptions is spherical. I am connected and realize and know beyond shadow of doubt I'm connected to every single atom within this whole universe. And since I'm connected in that way from my heart, which it's all within, but all on the exterior at the same time, I'm connected to every different direction there is, to every atom that's in Mother Earth and to the universe that I'm not seeing right now because of Mother Earth being between me and the rest of that universe, and then all that's above and beside too. So it's spherical. Um, as someone who remembers that there are many of us who can go and choose to go all the way now, being here on Earth, our choice of that spherical expanded consciousness connected to all that is, to everything in existence, and realizing that that is us and we are it and we are one, but we are all together as one, as individual fragments, as we expand our awareness at this point. This is feeding into the grid and to the consciousness of all humanity. And that is why it is so important right now for each and every person to be focused on their vision, what they wish for their future, for the collective, for the ascension, for Mother Earth's ascension, the universal ascension. Those of us that are holding that dream and vision right now are feeding it to the rest of everyone else. And this goes back to the 11/11 coming up this coming Sunday. Holding our individual dreams and visions for the greatest manifestation of heaven on earth, or heaven in general, even if you choose to leave Earth, is the most powerful thing we can do right now. We are coming up to a collective and Earth dimensional shift. I mean, a total new reality that we are spiraling into to that end of time, and then we will spiral back out as it gets bigger and bigger as we cross through the small of the hourglass. We're going to shift realities, and so our holding the vision of the most incredible magic, the most incredible vision of heaven on earth is the best that we can do as individuals or as a collective at this time. So many people are realizing exactly that. Expand your consciousness to beyond the parameters of what you would think of as the limitations that you've lived by so far. Dream of being Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Dream of being a universal creator. Dream of the most incredible magic, because holding on to that vision right now is creating the reality which the collective, this Earth, this solar system, this galaxy, and this universe will be experiencing really soon. We are ascending it all. Everything is fractal. Everything is a reflection of what is within inside ourselves at this time. Right now, today, we are feeling as timelines merge, because Obama is now there for another 4 years, and everyone that was holding an opposite timeline there that Romney would have become president, many of the timelines just merged in a way right there. And there are many that were dreaming and hoping for Romney to be president that have merged their timelines into Obama being president now, and they're having some deep, deep emotional feelings. And today, you can feel that energy in the air, and it has to be transmuted. Those lower vibrations have to be released. Those fears of these persons that think the world's going to collapse and end because Obama is in there for another 4 years. All those emotions have to be released. And all the emotions of everyone's fears that we've had since Atlantis and even before, all of that has to be released. And that's what we are doing consciously as we're working our light and holding the focus and the vision of what we dream of as heaven on earth. And it's just all part of the same process, except there's so much going on right now across the planet, across this universe. It is mind-boggling to try to keep up in every different direction, to be spherical in your perceptions. It's truly amazing, because humans, as we've known that, weren't wired for spherical thinking, for nonlinear thinking, and there's many of us that have stepped into that now, and it's so cool to see. Jill Renee Feeler, hey sweet darling, has a movie that a documentary that she's created. She gave me links to watch this, and she has so articulately explained all the same things that I've talked about in my myriad of videos, 80 or 90 of them that I've done so far. And she has done it so incredibly well too. But I think, like I did with my writing, and one of the reasons why I switched to doing these videos like this, we feel that we can always make it more and more perfect. And as we do that, as I used to write, I would change things and go back and redo things or add to it or remove from it and change words. And then what I found was what Spirit gave me that I gave out actually changed in the way it was presented by the time I got to the end of the writings. And it used to take me all day to write 1,000 words, and it was driving me crazy. And I finally had to do these videos and to just speak from the heart and let it all flow out. And Jill was doing that with her classes and her documentary, and she showed it to me, and I told her right now is the time for this message to get out. And it's because so many people are awakening in the collective and realizing our thoughts and our emotions, our visions, is what's creating the reality that we're coming into. And we are coming down to the final point. And Jill, I hope you release your video to everybody out there. It's time. It's time. Anyway, guys, I want to say that 11/11/11 is just 5 days away now, and or 4 days away now, and dreaming your wildest dreams, living life as if it already has happened. Heaven on earth is already happened. You've gone through your ascension process. Mother Earth has gone through her ascension process. And you are living it right now. If you can hold on to that focus and add it to all the rest of us who are joining in for this 11/11, that's the most powerful thing we can do, because that is what will create the coming shift. Anyway, we're coming up to the end of this video. I truly, truly hope everybody shares the information about 11/11/11, gets all their friends to join in. All right, this is it. Love you all. Bye for now.